Hey guys, welcome to a special video here. This is going to be something different than what I've done. Not too different from videos I've done before, but it's not going to be like a series or anything. So what I'm talking about is one of my viewers decided to send me some stuff from Japan. I'm super excited. I've never been this excited. I've been sitting out in my living room looking out the window, waiting for the mail person to show up since 7 in the morning. It is now 10. That is how excited I was to get this. Mostly because the mail system here isn't exactly the best. Sometimes they don't even bother coming up and knocking on the door. They'll just leave you a "sorry we missed you" note. And because it's an international package, I do have to sign for it, or else I don't get it. So usually what happens when I get packages from Japan, like if I'm ordering from Stardom, is I'll miss them because they don't even bother, and then I have to wait till the next day to go to the post office to pick it up. But like I said, one of my viewers decided to send me a package. He's a really cool guy. I talk to him all the time on Twitter. He's usually the one helping me out, trying to understand some of the Japanese stuff going on, whether I might not understand some of the lingo or what's going on, and I'll just ask him what's going on because it allows me to get a better understanding of some of the storylines. It says here his name is Joseph. That's all I'm going to say just because I don't want to dox him. First, I just want to say thank you. This is so cool. This is like the coolest thing ever. And the reason why I'm making an unboxing video of it is because I do know one of the contents of the package. It is wrestling related, so let's get to it. Got my trusty Easy Cut 2000N for my job. It's the one that they give you where I work is garbage. It's like a kiddie toy, so it's not very good. So I ended up buying this one myself so that I can actually cut stuff, because I have to cut stuff a lot at my job. And I know I'm super vague about where I work every time I talk about it. I don't know. I just feel uncomfortable talking about like personal things like that, like details, because there's some crazy people out there. I don't know if that was enough. It looks like it's in like a shoebox. Oh, there we go. Oh, we even left a note. So sweet. Hope you enjoy, buddy. Keep up with your vids. I really enjoy them. A fan. The Yellow Hook. Thank you, The Yellow Hook. I am very much appreciated. And you're a super cool guy, and I love talking with you on Twitter. You have some pretty cool insights on things. Thank you for the box. So first thing in here is a... Ooh. Oh, this is cool. Lady Rin. Looks like it's it covers a bunch of different promotions and stuff. Like one of the pages I just opened up on was Mayu versus Sade. Oh, this is really cool. This will actually be super helpful for when I'm trying to learn Japanese, because that's kind of on hold right now because the place I moved to is kind of in the backwoods, as much as backwoods as it can be in modern day, without being in like the East Coast or Midwest or whatever. We're just not around a lot, and I was looking for tutors because that's the best way for me to learn. I can't self-learn things. It's because I'm stupid, but and there are none in my area, so I would have to do it online tutoring, which wouldn't be a problem, except our online's not very good, as some of you might have realized from the collaboration I did with Tyler Kuhn. My audio wasn't that great. That's because my internet isn't that great. Oh yeah, this is super cool. So like I was saying, this is gonna be super helpful once I start learning Japanese again to like try to, you know, what's it called? Translate some of this stuff. That'd be pretty cool. Awesome. So let's move on to the next things. Oh, so, okay. So I see these all the time in like animes or like Japanese shows or whatnot. I don't believe this is like the same as the ones you would get at like a vendor on the side of the road. This is probably like a snack version of it, but I am super excited about this. Uh, Pu, I think Puku Tai, Puku Tai, Puku Tai. Maybe, I don't know. I'm a little rusty. I gotta brush up on my katakana and hiragana again. Oh, this is really cool. So yeah, there's going to be a bunch of like authentic Japanese snacks in here, which is going to be super cool to try because as you guys have probably guessed, I'm super into Japan, Japanese culture, Japanese stuff. Not in like a weeaboo way where it's like, oh, they're perfect, nothing is wrong, you know. I just think a lot of the cool stuff, like the way that their culture has progressed throughout time, it's so interesting because like there was so honor based in the earlier times, and you can kind of see how it's still there nowadays with, you know, the whole senpai system and stuff like that. It's just really cool, and I think they're one of the biggest innovators in a lot of things, especially when it comes to like foods or snacks. They're killing it right now in wrestling, obviously. They make the best horror movies of all time. Don't at me. I don't really care. No, at me if you don't agree. I would love to have a conversation about that because Japanese horror movies is one of my favorite genres. So the next thing here, it's Acai Mintia Sakura. So Sakura, that's like a flower. I guess it's also a flavor, maybe? I'm guessing they're mints because it says Mintia. Not entirely sure. Oh, oh yeah, that just clipped the hell out of my audio. I accidentally bumped my mic. It's right here. I'm excited to try these. I don't know what Sakura flavor is. I've never had Sakura flavor because we don't really have that in the U.S. It's just not really a thing, and that's one of the things I was excited about once he told me he was going to send me like a couple of snacks or something, is that the Japanese tend to have really crazy flavors of things. You know what I mean? Maybe if I move this a little bit more over here so I can... Just hoping I'm getting good audio here. I've never done a setup like this before, so... And, you know, like you always see things from Japan where it's like, oh, these chips are like wasabi flavor, you know, like it's like weird things to us, but to them it's probably normal. It's like, oh yeah, let's just go pick up some takoyaki flavored mints, you know, something, I don't know. So this is really exciting. I'm very curious to try out all these flavors. I'm a super picky eater, like really, really picky, but I feel like I've gotten a less picky as time has gone on. Like I can actually stand potatoes now, which I know probably shocks a lot of people. Every time I tell them I don't like potatoes, they look at me like I just kicked a puppy or something. All right, next is, oh, peach. Aw, peach. Like Momo. So it's Fitz Mo Sari Yawaraka. Maybe. Like I said, I'm not really up on my hiragana and katakana lately. But it looks like it's some kind of hard candy or maybe even chocolate, but it's like peach flavored, it looks like, which is interesting because I don't really eat peach things very often. Now that I'm thinking about it. Peach really isn't a flavor that's too prevalent in a lot of the things that I eat. The only thing I can think of that the last thing I've tried that was peach flavored was like peach tea. And I'm not a big fan of tea, and I can't even drink it anymore because I stopped drinking caffeine and or all liquids except water, which has been very tough. Trying to get a little healthy, a little by little, you know what I'm saying? All right, next it looks like some kind of chocolate bar. Gura. Oh man, it's really hard for me to try to figure out what the character is when it's written in like a a non-standardized text. I don't know if that's helping the focus to try to block my face with it, but it says chocolate bar Japan. So that's probably all I need to know. It's a chocolate bar. Apparently this is their 25th anniversary. I'm older than this company, guys. Or at least I'm older than this chocolate. How long this chocolate bar has been around. That's interesting to know. This is really cool. I really like all the packages. Like obviously we in America have packages that are as colorful or cool looking as this, but it's just really interesting because you can kind of see a different style here. Like this kind of feels like this might be popular with women or, you know, like young girls, just because if you look at the packaging, it's really bright and pink, and like it just pulls you in. There's a lot more English on this than I thought there was going to be. I guess you don't really realize how prevalent English is in other people's cultures until you see things like this where you see English all over. Oh, man. Dude, are you trying to kill me? I do not do spicy things very well. I'll say that much. And as you can see, they made a jack-o'-lantern out of a jalapeno. And he's pissed. Like, he's really angry. So that's just going to make it even hotter. I'm assuming this is probably, like, right here at the bottom. This is probably some kind of scale for hotness. And it seems like it has all of the jalapenos on it. All of them. So it looks super, super hot. And unfortunately, it does have a lot of kanji on it. And I never learned any kanji. I was just getting good at katakana when I had to quit tutoring. So, yeah, I can't read almost any of this. There's some katakana in here. I could see at the top, but it's teamed up with kanji, so I have no clue what it's saying. All I know is that this is most likely going to kill me. The Legend of Tyrant Habanero. That's another thing I really like about like Japanese things, is that they all seem to have kind of like mascots. You know, which if you think about it, in America, none of our foods or anything like that really have mascots except like snacks. Or not snacks, I mean like oh man. What's it called? The thing you eat in the morning. Cereal. If you ever wonder why I tend to try to script my videos, that's why. Because I couldn't remember the word surreal. And I'm probably saying that weird to you guys, because it sounds weird to me. But yeah, like I have no idea what this is, but I'm pulled in because there's an angry jalapeno on there, and apparently his name is Tyrant Habanero. Oh, I could have sworn I just smelled like the spices already. I have a very sensitive nose, but that's a little ridiculous to be able to smell it through the bag, so no, we're good. I wasn't smelling it. I gotta admit, I'm very excited to try this one because I am about as white as you can possibly be when it comes to spices. Like, I die hard when it comes to spicy food. So, next is... Oh, I don't need to be able to read this to guess. I'm assuming pizza flavored chips, which is really cool because I just finished our Pringles pizza flavored chips here in America, which are super delicious. I actually bought a couple Pringles for my days off because I actually have 4 days off in a row, but then I work 7 days in a row afterwards, so it's not worth it. But anyway, this looks like it's katakana, and you know, moments like this is I wish I had, you know, stayed with it, even though I didn't have a tutor, because at least I could read it out for you guys. You know what I mean? Tosu? I can never remember what this character is right here. This one probably isn't going to be much of a surprise to me. It looks like it's just a pizza flavored chip. But it seems to have like like globs of cheese on it. Like as you can see on the picture here, like how there's like little spots of like cheese and flavor on it. That'll be interesting to try because I don't think I've ever tried something like that. Looks like it probably has cheese, tomatoes, pepperoni, and onions. Or no, garlic probably. I hate onions, by the way. I'm like super hate onions. But like there's some things I really like that are apparently like onion flavor. You know, like Funyuns are super delicious. And then like onion rings, sometimes when there's like only a little bit of onion in it, then I can really stand those. Holy cow, there's just so much in here. I was not expecting all of this. Thank you so much. This, you know, when I first started my channel, you know, I don't think it's weird to say that I pictured things like this. You know, like I thought, man, what if one day I get really popular and fans want to send me like letters or fan art or, you know, things like that would be so awesome. And it's happening. That's mind blowing to me. You have no idea how much I appreciate this. Like, you guys have seen my videos. You know how unenthusiastic and like energetic I am. And then you look at me in this video and I'm just like jumping off the walls compared to how I usually am. I'm super happy about this. Like, all right, so the next one looks like it's some kind of coffee flavored, maybe chocolate bar. Wait, this reminds me of that other one. Oh, I think it's the same brand. Yeah, it looks like the same brand. So this one's probably, man, I don't know what kind of flavor this one's supposed to be, the first one that I pulled out earlier. But this one's obviously coffee because it has coffee here. I don't know if it's going to be like just straight coffee flavored or like a macchiato flavor or whatever. I don't drink coffee. I've never drinking coffee. I actually really hate coffee. But I've never tried coffee flavored stuff before. So that'll be super interesting to see if maybe that's a lot like these other things. Like I hate tomatoes, but I love ketchup. Hate onions, love Funyuns, you know. Other instances of that. Love oranges, hate orange juice. You know? I'm very excited about that one. Next, Tough Gummy Dry. This one has me intrigued. I got to admit. Or is it Ku or Ta? Boo Ga or no Tabuga. Oh, you know what? That's probably trying to say tough. I don't know. This looks super interesting though. Like it's obviously a gummy, but like the way it says dry, I'm curious on why it says dry. Like, is this like a dry gummy? You know what I mean? Like, you know how some gummies are a lot more juicy than other gummies? Like, maybe dry is supposed to insinuate that it's not going to be like a juicy gummy, which has me very intrigued. And on the back, it looks like there's 2 different flavors. Yeah. It's in katakana, I believe. Those 2 flavors right there. If I had to guess based on the colors, maybe orange or peach. But if it was peach, I believe it would just say Momo, right? Because isn't that peach in Japanese? I don't know why I'm so far over here. I'm like leaning to the right for some reason. It's because my mic's here and I want to make sure I'm getting picked up, I think. So I'm like unconsciously leaning. So it's probably orange. And then the red one could be anything from apple to strawberry to cherry to watermelon. I think this one might be the one I'm the most excited for so far, just because I'm very curious to know what gummies taste like from Japan, because each country kind of has their own. I'm just moving this over here so it's safe and not getting bent and whatnot. Because like each country kind of has their own way of making certain things. Like you always hear about people from other countries talking crap about our chocolate because we use different kind of like sugars or different ways of making the chocolate, where they have a more like pure sugar flavored of chocolate. It's and I'll get to test that. I'll get to test that now because these are going to be chocolate. Oh. But like I was saying, they might have different ways of making gummy stuff too. You know what I mean? Looks like another mint one. This one looks like this is a little bit more easy to tell. It looks like it's probably going to be mint flavored. You know, like icy flavored. These packagings are just so cool. And why does Asahi sound familiar? I swear I've heard that name before. Is that a company in Japan and I've just seen it on stuff? Or is it like a location in Japan? Because I swear I've heard of Asahi before. And I don't know if it's just like a character from a game I'd played before. Like maybe it's a character from Yakuza or something. Alright, looks like we have a third flavor here of this brand. I don't know if... My camera screen is so small, I can't tell if it's focusing or not. This one has like a cup over here too, like a coffee flavor. It might also be a coffee flavor, but a different flavor of coffee, maybe. Like obviously, if you were Japanese and knew how to speak Japanese and read Japanese, you would have no problem knowing and be like, oh yeah, this is blah 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 flavor. But the packaging for non-Japanese, like some of these are a lot more intuitive to like what flavor it is. You know, like that's obviously peach flavor. It has a freaking peach right there on the front. This is what they used to give people before lethal injections were invented because, you know, Tyrant Habanero. Then you got this that just straight up has a piece of pizza on there to indicate, yeah, this is a pizza flavored chip, guys. But this one, I actually, for the life of me, can't even begin to guess what this is supposed to be. Like, is this supposed to be hot cocoa? Then I guess for the life of me, I can begin to guess because I just guessed. I don't know why I talk sometimes. You know, it never comes out right. Oh, it looks like we got more candies here, and these ones are sours. And I feel like I've seen this before, right here. I think I've seen this. But here's the packages. It looks like it has sabi. Is that sa? I'm not entirely sure. It might be sabi, it might not be. Is that a kappa? It doesn't look like a kappa. Oh, there's 4 different flavors. Okay. Looks like they're based off of drinks, like drink flavors. Because when they're showing the flavors, it's showing like bottles. Is that focusing or not? God, I can't tell. The screen is so small. So let's see. What kind of flavors could these be? This could be like... It's a darker red. So... Darker red. Maybe cherry, or it could even be cola flavored. Because it looks like it's like in a cola bottle. And the next one is in that really cool Japanese bottle thing. Right here, the one that has like that little ball in it. That would be... It's probably going to be like blueberry or like original flavor maybe. Then the next one's probably watermelon since it's a lighter pink. And then the green one's probably apple. But then again, that's based on a perspective of colors relating to flavors. Because in Japan, they might have different like color association with flavors. Like green might be watermelon instead of red. You know what I mean? That'll be interesting to see. That'll be very interesting to see if I can like tell what flavors they are just by tasting them, because my flavors aren't very good with my tongue. Oh, here's another one. Here's another of this flavor, or not flavor, brand. Yeah, I think these ones are the same. That's why I was looking for it. I thought maybe they might be the same flavor. Interesting. So I'll if I really like that, I'll actually get to eat another one. Awesome. Then we have another coffee one, but I think this might be a different coffee one because it's a the package is pink instead of blue. So I'm assuming it might be like a different flavor, but all of the writing on it are the same. That's interesting. If it is like the same exact flavor, I wonder why they're different colors. You know what I mean? I'm interested to see that difference, if there is one. Next is, another one of these, the fish things. The only difference is this one looks super colorful, and this one might be like cotton candy flavored, which will be super interesting because I always thought these had more hearty flavors. I didn't know that they came in sweet flavors too. I'm getting like really hungry. Like I'm craving this stuff really bad. All right, the next is I have no idea. I feel like this is the box that people think of when they think of Japan. Like this is it right here. This is crazy. It looks like it's like cookie dough, like cookie dough mushroom flavor, or just cookie dough in the shapes of mushrooms. I've never actually tasted mushrooms before, like ever in my entire life. So if this is mushroom flavored, I'm very, very excited to try this because I don't know what mushrooms taste like. And this might be my introduction to that. So if I eat this and it sucks and it ruins mushrooms for me forever, it's all your fault. I love this box, by the way. Like if I was walking by, like in the US, and I saw this on the shelf, I'd be like, yeah, let's get that. I want to get that. You know, I don't know why, but I want to get that. I'm telling you, those Asian countries, like subtle marketing, it gets me, man. You know how many times I've eaten Subway just because I was watching a K-drama? Multiple times. All right, looks like we got another one of those, the second ones, the one I thought maybe might be hot cocoa. I'm really hoping it's hot cocoa because now that I have two, I would love to eat 2 hot cocos. Then we have Kit Kats. But they're not like Kit Kat things. They're like Kit Kat balls, maybe? No, they feel like sticks. So, apparently, there are these kind of snacks in Japan. Whatever these are, it looks like there's some kind of like strawberry in it with some like white chocolate around. And I'm assuming that means that this is a strawberry white chocolate Kit Kat, right? Because Ichigo Daifuku flavor. Isn't Ichigo like bleach? Isn't that what that means? Or does it mean orange? Because isn't that the name of the dude from Bleach, Ichigo? I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I've watched Bleach. Oh, that's cool. It looks like they have this thing where you can send in, like, add a picture to a box and then get them sent to people and they'll have their picture on them. That's pretty interesting. That's really cool. So in the back here, it's showing me like a diagram of what I'm about to get into. Unfortunately, I do not speak the Japanese language, and therefore I'm going in completely blind. They even tried to put it in English letters up here for me, but I'm still too stupid to know. Next is another Kit Kat, and it looks like it's butter flavored. Butter? Like, really? Like, is that butter? Or does it mean like fried Kit Kats? Like, maybe that's what that means, fried Kit Kats. Or maybe it's some other kind of thing and I'm just being really dumb. Regardless, all three... oh, wait, no. Custard pudding. I can read English. So custard pudding Kit Kats. Now, this is going to be interesting because I have no idea what custard is. I'm not too ashamed to admit that. So I'm very excited. I'm hoping it has nothing to do with what it rhymes with as mustard, because I think a mustard Kit Kat might be a little gross. I just love these packagings, man. They're just so cool. They're so, like, lifelike. You know, like, look at this. It's showing you, like, how it gets made and all that. Like, it's a lot more unique and has life in it, unlike the lifeless packaging of the United States, where it just feels so manufactured and obvious, like, we're trying to grab your attention. I really like this. And then... the thing that was... so before this all started, if you guys remember, there was a certain thing that I wanted really bad that I couldn't get because Stardom is stupid and got rid of their international store with no word. And I got really upset because, as you guys know, one of my new favorite wrestlers released a photo book around that time that I couldn't get then. And so this all started because the Yellow Hook, I'm going to call you the Yellow Hook because that's what you put on the paper. But the Yellow Hook messaged me out of the blue and said, hey, I can get you that Julia book if you want. I'm going to one of the shows. And I was like, that's awesome. Yes, please get that. Let me know how much it is, and then I'll pay it. I'll pay for the shipping and everything. But then he was like, no, I want to do this because I'm a fan. And that really touched my heart. I was like, wow, that's so cool. And so obviously with all the hints I dropped, this was the thing that started it all. He originally was going to just send me this, but then he decided to send me a lot more stuff. And I was like, you know what? If you send me more than the book, I will do an unboxing video. And I don't want you to think that I was mentioning the boxing video because I wanted to entice him into sending me more stuff. We'd already talked about him sending more stuff before that. I just felt like it was like a give back, like a thanks for it. I was like, all right, if you're going to send me all this stuff, then I'm going to do an unboxing video so that, like, I can show my appreciation, you know? And this was the main thing, was that the Julia photo book. Now, whether you like her or not, I think we can all agree she is incredibly hot. Like stupid hot. Maybe not on, like... see, it's funny because when you think of hot wrestlers in Stardom, there are three that come to mind. There's Hana, Tam, and now Julia. And then you might have your other preferences, like I really find Momo attractive. Like I would put her up there with them, just personally me. But I think everyone kind of agrees that those three are like the most attractive. But I feel like they're different, like attractive in different ways. Like Tam is a lot more cute and adorable, whereas Hana's a lot more like sexy. And I think Julia's beautiful. And I think that's pretty cool that they have such a wide range of attractiveness, like different ways. Obviously, Tam kills them all because she can be anything. If you guys have seen her photo book, she's not just cute, trust me. But this, I'm really thankful for. Thank you so much. I know buying it there, is probably wasn't like some huge expense because I think they're like $20, but that's 20 more than you should have spent on me, and I'm really thankful. Thank you so much. Arigato gozaimasu. I hope I said that right. It's been a while since I've attempted to speak Japanese. All right, well, thank you guys so much. Thank you to Yellow Hook. I really appreciate it. This is like the coolest thing that's ever happened in my entire life. Like seriously, it's a lot more special than buying a new game, going to see a wrestling event. This is a lot more special because there's a more meaning behind this. This is someone who appreciates what I do so much that they wanted to send me something in return. That is special. So thank you. Bye.